We are studying arithmetic progression, which is chapter number 3 of Maths 1. We have understood what sequences, series, progressions are. We have looked at two types of progressions, geometric and arithmetic. And in the last class, we have already understood what arithmetic progression is. We looked at A, D, A as the first term, D as the common difference. We understood how to define arithmetic progression. We understood how to identify arithmetic progression. Also, we understood how to create an arithmetic progression. We will progress from that today, and we will try to understand how we can find something called as the nth term. N to the power th, nth. जैसे लिखते हैं ना, first, second, third, fourth. तो nth. Don't worry about what it is. I have not asked you to read anything beforehand. I have not asked you to watch any video beforehand. But the only thing I had asked you to do was to complete the examples question and the exercise question. So very good. Thank you to those of you who tried and who completed. Last night I sent you the answers to practice set 3.1. Are we ready to begin? Keep your textbooks closed. We will need notebooks, we need pens and pencils. We don't need the textbooks now. This is how this session will look like. We will do a revision. I think it will be quick. I don't know. We will see if it will be a quick revision or a long revision. We have the time. Then we will study something new. You already know what is that new thing. It is the nth term of AP. Remember, AP is the short form for arithmetic progression. It is not Andhra Pradesh when we are studying mathematics. AP will become Andhra Pradesh when you study political science. In mathematics, it is arithmetic progression. And once we have studied this new concept of nth term of AP, we will solve together more and more questions. Be ready with your pens and notebooks. We will follow this for all the questions today. What is this rule? We will first solve it in the notebook, and then only we will share it on the chat. And whenever I ask you to send it to me on WhatsApp, you will send it to me on WhatsApp. Is this instruction clear? First in the notebook and only then in the chat. Don't be in a hurry. You'll get it wrong. Please confirm that this is clear. So first questions coming to your screen. Something related to what we have studied so far. As part of the revision, we know A, D, the first term and the common difference. So can you answer this, fill in the blanks? This can come as an activity based question. It says write the correct number in the given boxes. So fill in the blanks from the following AP. So it is already telling us that what is given here is a AP. So from this AP, we have to find certain things. Try complete this answer. Yes, you have given the correct answers, Peter. So A and T1, they are the first terms, 1. T2 equals to 8, T3 equals to 15, and we can also say that T4 equals to 22. So to find T2 minus T1, we will do 8 minus 1, which is 7. T3 minus T2 is 15 minus 8, which is 7. Also, if we calculate T4 minus T3, it will be 22 minus 15, which is also 7. 7, 7, 7. The difference is common. So we can say D equals to 7. Well done. Correct answer. Once again, solve it in the notebook. Write it in the notebook before you confirm that you have completed. Waiting for your confirmations. Once again, you have answered correctly. First term is 3. Second term is 6. Third term is 9. Fourth term is 12. So we can as we did before, we can find the difference between the consecutive terms. So next term minus the previous term. So that comes to 3 in each case. So we can say our common difference is 3. Once again, the question is on your screen. Your textbooks will remain closed. You will try answer this in your notebooks before you confirm. Once again, you have given me the correct answers. The terms are very clear. First term is -3, and it goes on to -8, -13, -18. So when we take the difference of consecutive terms, right, we see that once again, the difference is the same difference, -5. Now, once again, if I ask you what is T4 minus T3, type it in the chat. What will you say? What is T4 minus T3? Right? Chand is very smart. He has anticipated my question and already answered. Yes, Chand, correct answer. So -18 is T4, minus T3 is -13. We will not write like this. देखो क्या गलत हो जाएगा. If we write -18 -13, this is wrong. When two signs are one after another consecutive, then we must put the other term in brackets. Then this becomes -18 plus 13. So this is also -5. Very simple calculations. Very simple. Once again, solve it in the notebook and confirm once you are ready. So in this arithmetic progression, the first term is 70, very clear. The second term is 60. The third term is 50. And if you have to write the fourth term, it is 40. Right? The first term is also called as A. So A will be 70. Or we can also say A equals to T1. So it is 70. Now to find D, we will have to find the difference. So T2 minus T1 equals to 60 minus 70, which is -10. If you want to see what happens when we take other terms, so T3 minus T2 equals to 50 minus 60 is again -10. If you take another two terms, T4 minus T3 equals to 40 minus 50 equals to -10. So because this -10, -10, -10, it is same, it is common, we can say the common difference D is equal to -10. This is how we will complete. So this thing has to be part of your answer. It has to be. Let us see if you have completed your homework or not. If you have completed your homework, please can you send me the picture of this solution? If you have not done your homework, solve it in the class right now in your notebook. This is from practice set 3.1, question number 3, part 1. Practice set 3.1, question number 3, part 1. If you have done it, send a picture of this answer to me on WhatsApp. If you have not solved it, solve it now. So this, if we could do the fill in the blanks question, we can also solve these questions. No different. AP is given. Yes, the AP is 5, 1, -3, -7 and ... So first of all, it's an infinite AP. And it already says that it is an AP. तो हमको इसमें कोई doubt नहीं है कि ये AP है कि नहीं. ये AP है. Definitely. So if we have to find the first term, what will we say? We will say first term. Right? And we can say like this, T1 equals to A or just T1, anything equals to 5. Nothing more needs to be explained. Nothing more. Now for common difference, remember it is represented by the alphabet D. What we will do is we will say T2 minus T1. Now T2 minus T1 equals to 1 minus 5 equals to -4. Now this answer is complete. Definitely complete. We don't need to do another subtraction. T3 minus T2, not required. We don't need to do T4 minus T3, not required. And the reason it is not required is it is already saying it is AP. Strictly speaking, these are not required. But I will advise you to calculate at least two differences. So calculate this also. So you will show -3 -1 equals to -4. Right? Then using these two, you will say D equals to -4. I'm telling you again, strictly speaking, first term is here. And because it's already has told us that it is AP, we only need to do one subtraction. But it will be good if we do two subtractions and show that the common difference is -4. Another question which was part of your homework. So if you have already completed your homework, take a picture of the solution and send it to me on WhatsApp. If you have not, then solve it now. The question is, this is from, again, practice set 3.1, question number 1, part 1. We have to identify, this is identification question, if this is in AP. And if it is in AP, what is the common difference? Waiting for your answers. So this is the identification type of question. So a sequence is given. We don't know whether it is AP or not. We have to find if it is AP. Okay. So what we can say is from this sequence, we see that T1 is 2, T2 is 4, T3 is 6, and T4 is 8. So this is how, what we will write. We will write T1 equals to 2, T2 equals to 4, T3 equals to 6, T4 equals to 8. And of course, this is also an infinite sequence. We don't know. Right now, we don't know what will come next. Now, to find the difference, what we will do? We will find T2 minus T1. And we see T2 minus T1 will be 4 minus 2, which is 2. T3 minus T2, which is 6 minus 4, equals to 2. And T4 minus T3, we will get 8 minus 6. This is also 2. And from these three differences, we will say, yes, common difference exists, and it is D equals to 2. And because common difference exists, we will say, yes, it is an AP. डॉट लिख भी सकते हैं, बिना डॉट के भी लिख सकते हैं. AP आप साइड बाय साइड लिख सकते हैं. Now, why am I showing three differences? Because there are 4 terms. When in the question there are 4 terms, or how many ever terms are there, try show all the differences. That is the right way. Now there are only 4 terms here, so it doesn't take much time to show all the 3 differences, and that is what we will do. This proves that yes, the difference is same between the consecutive terms. अगर हम सिर्फ एक लेंगे, that is only T2 minus T1. If we only take 2, T2 minus T1 and T3 minus T2, we still don't know कि T4 minus T3 कितना है. So how many ever terms are given in the sequence? Cover all the terms, find all the differences, and see if they are equal or not. If they are equal, that is the common difference. If they are not equal, that is not the common difference. Last revision question on your screen. So after the definition and identification, now we have a creation question. Solve it in your notebook. If you haven't completed the homework, if you have completed your homework, take a picture of your answer and send it to me on WhatsApp. Waiting for your answers. As we understood, this is a creation type of question. Okay? So first term is given. First term is given. Common difference is given. We have to form the AP. We have to find the terms of the AP. So we have to find T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, some of the terms that we can show. So our T1 very easily is A. This is by definition. It is 10. Now T2, we know we get T2 by adding the common difference to the previous term, which becomes T1 is 10, D is 5, then it is 15. Now T3. Now T3 will be T2 plus D. पहले वाले टर्म में D को हम ऐड करेंगे. That is what the arithmetic progression is. That is the definition. So we are using the definition. So 15 plus 5 equals to 20. And this is the minimum we have to show. 3 terms we have to show, minimum. From here, we can say the AP is 10, 15, 20, dot, dot, dot. If you find the 4th term, it will be 10, 15, 20, 25. If you find the 5th term, it will be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dot, dot, dot. So 3 is compulsory, 3 terms. Writing this dot is required. If you want to show more terms, please do. But this is minimum. Next thing that we are going to study is what is the nth term of AP. Nth term in simple terms can be first term or second term or third term or 100th term or 1000th term, whatever it is, right? How do we find any given term of the AP? That is what the topic is about. So that we'll understand. We will do a question and we will understand what the significance of this is. Once again, you can keep your textbooks closed. We will need your notebooks and pens. Wait a second. Let us understand why this concept of nth term is required. That is what we will try to understand with a simple example, and this example is from your textbook only. Right? So suppose we have this sequence. Suppose we have this sequence, which is 5, 8, 11, 14. 5, 8, 11, 14. The first question is it an AP? How will we answer this? Check and tell me. How will we answer? Whether this is an AP. This is not a new question we have solved. We know how to do this. Identify whether this is an AP. 5, 8, 11, 14, dot, dot, dot. What do we do? To answer the question whether this is an AP or not, all we have to do is find these differences. Right? So if we do T2 minus T1, it is 8 minus 5 equals to 3. Do it along with me. If we do T3 minus T2, it is 11 minus 8, which is again 3. And if we find out the other difference, T4 minus T3, this is equal to 14 minus 11. This is also 3. 3, 3, 3. That means, yes, this is a AP. And we have already found out that the common difference is 3. What is A? A is the first term, which is 5. This is very clear. Now, if I ask you, what will be the next term? That means what will come after 14? What will come after 14? How will we do? What will we do? Yes, correct answers. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Tell me the operation. Thank you. 14 plus 3. So we are taking the term and adding the common difference to it. So we can write, we are taking 14 and adding D to it. So 14 plus 3 equals to 17. Correct. What will be the term after 17? Very good. We will add 3 to 17, which will become 20. What will be the term after 20? You have already answered. 20 plus 3 equals to 23. But if I ask you, what is the 100th term? Right? If I ask you what is the 100th term, we will have to keep on adding this, adding 3 to the previous term. Continue till you get 100th term. Yes, this is a very simple addition. You can do it. But again, it takes time. If we keep adding one after other, it will take time. So there is a easier way to find Now let us just take another example, or it is the same example. It is the same example. Now working with the same example, we are saying our first term T1 equals to 5. T2, we are saying it is T1 plus D. We have already found the D, which is 3. So 5 plus 3 equals to 8. T3 is T2 plus D. What is T2? T2 is T1 plus D, and then we are adding D, which is equal to T1, 1D, another D, which is 2D. So yesterday we saw this first one, T2 plus D. What is T2 plus D? It is 8 plus 3, 11. See, 5, 8, 11. But there is another way we can find this. How? We will take T1, 5. Then we will take 2 into 3. So 5 is 5 plus 2 into 3 is 6. So it is 11. See, if we have to find T4, see what happens. T4 will be with our simple, let me clear the screen first. I need more space to write. Okay. If we take T4, T4 will be T3 plus D. What is T3? T3 is T2 plus D. So T2 plus D. And then we have a D. What is T2? T2 is T1 plus D. So T1 plus D. Then we have D. Then we have another D. So this becomes T1 plus 3D. So using the simpler formula, T3 is 11 plus 3 is 14. The 14. Using the other formula, it is 5 plus 3 into 3. 5 plus 9 equals to 14. No, same 14, correct. Now you see the advantage of this formula and this formula is that we don't need to know T2 to find T3. We don't need to know T2 and T3 to find T4. All we need to know, whether it is T1, whether it is T2, or it is T4, all we need to know is A and D. Can you please confirm that this makes sense? Thank you for the confirmation. And this is why we say that arithmetic progression is defined by the first term and the common difference. We don't need to know the other terms. We can find it. We can find the other terms as long as we know what the first term is and we know what the common difference is. Now I will challenge you. You look, I have shown you a lot of working, some algebra, some arithmetic on the screen. Now I will challenge you that if I want to find, if I have to find T100, what will be the formula that I have to use? You see what I have done for T3, you see what I have done for T4. Tell me what will be the correct formula for T100. Write it in your notebook first, think about it, and then share it in the chat. Pay attention to the screen. See what has happened here. When we are finding T3, in the formula, it is T1. And here with D, we are multiplying with 2. Understand the relationship 3 and 2. When we are trying to find T4, T1 remains as T1, but what we are multiplying with D is 3. Understand the relationship between 4 and 3. If you have understood, then the answer is clear. The answer is T1 will remain as T1, plus will remain as plus. Instead of 2, instead of 3, here we will have 99. 99 multiplied by D. You see, 2 is 1 less than 3. 3 is 1 less than 4. So 99 is 1 less than 100. पहले टर्म में वी आर नॉट एडिंग एनी डी, सेकेंड टर्म में हम ऐड करते हैं, थर्ड टर्म में और एक बार ऐड करते हैं, तो 100 तक जाते जाते 100 टाइम्स ऐड नहीं होगा, ओनली 99 टाइम्स. Once again, if I challenge you to generalize it and try tell me, if I write Tn, not T100, Tn, n क्या हमको नहीं पता, n कुछ भी हो सकता है, Tn, and I also tell you, you already know this, the first term will be T1 plus, if I put a fill in the blanks here and I write D, what will come in the fill in the blanks? Now the class has understood. Right? We need 1 less than m. 1 less. So it is subtraction. Subtraction. What will be the amount? N से 1 कम means n minus 1. N minus 1. Now n minus 1, the entire n minus 1 will be multiplied by D. So we will have to put a bracket there. We will have to put a bracket there. See, if n equals to 100, then n minus 1 is 99. Formula. अगर कोई आपको पूछेगा, what is the 200th term? What is the 200th term? Let us find the answer now. What is the 200th term? So if we say T 200, it will be equal to T1 plus 200 minus 1 into D. T1, we know it is 5. 200 minus 1 is 199. D is 3. Solve and tell what will be the 200th term. Pay attention to the screen. Pay attention to the screen. So we have 5. 199 into 3 is 597. So this becomes 602. It is not 592. It is not 612. It is 602. 602. देखो, we did not have to add 601 times. Only one multiplication and only one addition, and we have the answer. Nth term, which is represented by Tn, can be calculated as T1 plus n minus 1 into D. So we need to know the arithmetic progression. When we say we need to know the first term, that is T1. We can also say A plus n minus 1 into D. That is also fine. And we need to know the D. If we know the A, if we know the D, we can find any term that we need. In this question, which is a question of practice set 3.2, the question very clearly says, decide whether following sequence is an AP or not. Decide means identify. And if it is an AP, find the 20th term of the progression. Right? So I'll do certain solutions and you will complete the solution for me. So to find whether this is an AP or not, we will have to identify T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7. T1 is also called as A. Then we have to take the differences. T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2. Let us say T7 minus T6. Quickly calculate these differences and tell me in the chat how much is T2 minus T1, how much is T3 minus T2, and how much is T7 minus T6. For this question, we have identified the terms. We have taken the differences of consecutive terms. We have seen that the differences are same, 7 in each case. So we say, yes, it is an AP, the sequence is an AP, and the common difference is 7. This much we have done. This is first part of the answer. Second part of the answer is, what is the 20th term? We have to find 20th term. So we have to use, we can either add 19 times, or we will use the formula for nth term. So the formula for nth term is Tn equals to T1 plus n minus 1 into T. Please write this step. Write this step. Why? Because there is some mark for the correct formula also. And it is possible that we write the formula correct, but we solve it wrong. So if you at least write the formula, we will get some marks. If you don't write the formula and our solution is also wrong, then we will get nothing. Next step, you will say T20. This is what is asked. Chance, see where I have written the 20. Equals to T1 plus, within brackets, 20 minus 1 into D. Karthik, Anushka, see, this is the step you did not write. Then you will say our T1 is equal to minus 12 plus 20 minus 1 is 19 into D. D we have calculated as 7. So minus 12 plus, if you know the multiplication table of 19, how much is it? 19 into 7. 133, is it? Is this correct?
Yes.
Yes. So the final step will be 121. Now our answer is complete. Next question is question number 3 of practice set 3.2. Please solve it on your own. Write it properly in the notebook. Send me a picture. We know the formula for Tn. We can write it with T1 or A. So from the question, we will find T1 or A. We will find the D by subtracting 2 consecutive terms. It is already an arithmetic progression, so we don't need to do more subtractions. From the question, we know n is equal to 24. Now we use the formula to find T24, which comes to 104. See. So this is example number 1. Very easy. It says find Tn for the following AP. Tn means we have to find the formula. So we, from this arithmetic progression, you know that A or our T1 equals to 3. We also know by the difference that D equals to 5. So what we have to find out is Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So we have to put the value of A or T1, whichever formula you use. We have to put the value of D. So A is 3, D is 5, and solve it. That is what is the question. Once we have done that, we have to find T30 using the same formula or using this simplified formula, your choice. My suggestion is always use the main formula. Don't create a separate formula for every question. That is not advisable. But in this question, a separate formula is asked. Second example is very simple. A AP is given. Oh no, AP is not given. Which term of following AP is 560? So 560 is some term. We have to find which term. So here we have to find n. We have to find n. क्या मतलब हुआ इसका? This is some algebra. We know the simple formula is Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 into d. We know this. What it says is 560 is some term. So 560 a plus n minus 1 into d. What is a? 2. N we don't know. D you can clearly see 9. Now you see this is a linear equation in one variable. 560 equals to 2 plus n minus 1 into 9. When you solve this, you will get n equals to some number. And that n is this n. So you will say, agar n aata hai 23, so you will say 560 is the 23rd term. If this n you find it as 32, then you will say it is the 32nd term. If it is 61, you will say it is 61st term. You have to find the n. Question number 3 is check whether 301 is in the sequence. So we have a sequence. We don't even know whether it is AP or not. And then we will have to find, can 301 be part of this sequence or not? A little bit more complex. Understand the question, then you will be able to find a way. Next one. How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 4? Oh my God. We need to understand numbers. We need to understand 2-digit numbers. We need to understand what is the meaning of divisible by 4. Let us check something. In the chat box, tell me what is the smallest 2-digit number? Waiting for your answers. Smallest 2-digit number. The smallest 2-digit number is 10. 2-digit means the number has to have 2 digits. Smallest, sabse chota. 19 is not the answer because there is 10 which is smaller than 19. Okay, Muskan, understood. That was a mistake. Now tell me which is the biggest 2-digit number. Correct. Biggest 2-digit number is 99. Yes. So we need to know these things, right? What is the meaning of divisible by 4? Divisible by 4 means when we divide that number by 4, the remainder will be 0. The remainder will be 0. Okay. Everything can be divided by everything, right? But we say it is divisible only when the remainder is 0. So can be divided by is not the answer. When we divide, the remainder is 0. That is the answer. Good. So with this information, you can try solve this question also. Let us look at some other questions. This is another question, which is an example question where we'll have to use linear equations. Right? The 10th term and 18th term are given. Okay, so T18, T10, we can find, and we will have linear equations and we will solve them. So whatever we have studied in class 9 and whatever we have studied in the chapter 1 of Maths 1 this year, that will be required. If I give you a hint to understand, we will get something like T18 equals to something. Then we will get T10 equals to something. Now in both these equations, what will be there is A, N, and D. Okay? So using these two equations, we will be able to find the value of N. A and D दिया हुआ है क्वेश्चन में, पढ़ेंगे तो समझ में आएगा. We have already seen all the different types of questions which are there in the textbook. And all we need to know to solve this type of question is, what is AP? What is AP in the sense? Definition, identification, creation, right? This is what we studied in the previous class. We practiced a lot more in this class, and then we studied about nth term. If we know this, we will be able to solve the examples on pages 64 and 65. And we have already solved question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3 of practice set 3.2. Try solve the remaining questions also. If you complete it by tonight or latest by tomorrow, अगर हम आज का काम आज ही complete कर देंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा. Then when we come back to maths day after tomorrow, we will be in a much better place to understand what is happening. That is it.